Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight. Got a wet, rainy, raw day going outside. So I decided to keep it indoors today and get a little bit of work done in the garage. I wanted to do a review on this really cool new scope that was sent over to me by the good folks at Vector Optics. And I've been working with them for a little while now. I've got several of their scopes out here in the garage. And this new one, I actually reached out to my contact there at Vector and said I've got this new air gun coming real soon. I want a really nice scope for it. And so I picked this one out and they sent it over to me. I did have this mounted up on my Umarex Zelos, and you guys have seen a few videos on that already. And this is a fantastic scope and is just amazing on that gun. But I wanted to do a tabletop review for you guys and let you know what I thought about it. And well, right off the bat, I just think it's a fabulous scope, and especially for the price. I thought this was going to be a lot more expensive. I didn't even. I actually told my contact this kind of scope I was looking for, and she suggested this, and not until after we had just agreed on them sending it over to me did I actually go and look how much it was going to cost. So it is very, very inexpensive for the features and for the quality that you get with this thing. But what we have is this is the Vector Optics. It's a Orion Pro Max 6-24 by 50 HD FFP, first focal plane, and it is a really, really nice scope. Again, it's a 6-24. I really wanted something really nice for that Zelos to reach out to 50 yards with, and maybe even beyond. Might try it at a longer distance with heavy pellets. That thing is shooting 3/8 inch groups at 50 yards, and I'm sure it's certainly, this thing is helping a lot with that because of its clarity and able to focus really well. But let's get into what you get in the box. So obviously you get the scope, very, very nice scope. You get a really nice sunshade for the front. It does come with some really, really nice rings. These are very, very high quality rings. The fit on those are very nice. It does come with flip up caps. I'm just not a huge fan of those, but that's neither here nor there. That does come with them. So here's the box for the rings it comes with. The Zelos does come with a Picatinny rail on the top, so it was a perfect fit for that. This scope is a first focal plane, has a really nice reticle. Here's a picture of the reticle right here. For starters, it is an illuminated reticle, and this is a really interesting feature here that I really like. So it does have the illuminated reticle dial on the outside, and then your adjustable objective dial on the inside here. So it is an adjustable objective scope as well. It does have so the upper cap is not a locking cap, but it does have a zero stop. Right now I have the zero stop disengaged, so I could adjust it more granularly, but eventually I'll set the zero stop for the Zelos at probably like 50 yards. But the windage knob is a locking knob. So, and the clicks on these are very, 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 very tactile, very positive. No mushiness there at all. It does have a little throw lever that comes with it. You don't have to have that on there. It's separate, but I added it on. But it just glides really smoothly. 6 to 24. It does have a fast focus eyepiece back here. Again, very, very smooth. All the controls on it are very, very nice. So, and you see this on a lot of the higher end scopes that have an illuminated reticle. It does have stops in between each one of the settings for the illuminated reticle, so you can just do one click and you're off, and then you can go right back if you want the highest setting. You don't have to go all the way back to 1 to turn it off again. But another feature of the reticle that I really like in this is it's just a center dot. It doesn't light up the whole reticle. So it looks like a little red dot. If you're looking at it through a dark, like at dusk or whatever, or dawn, when it's dark and you can't see the black reticle, it just looks like you're looking at a red dot through a red dot. So that is really cool. I didn't capture a picture of that, but it's pretty cool. So I did do a little bit of work, just trying to capture some pictures out back, and I think I did a pretty good job getting some nice images of so one thing I did notice, and I do notice this a lot, trying to capture pictures through scopes, either the camera will capture either the reticle or the downrange image, and I had a little bit of that going on here. It's not nearly as bad as some lesser price scopes, but I still had some of that going on here. So let me show you a couple of images here that I captured out my back door here. I just did a couple of them, but this is at about 30 yards towards the back of my property. I have another back building out there that is the front wall of it's about 30 yards from the house, and we have some hostas planted out there. Apologize for the condition of the plants. It's late in the season and they're starting to die back a little bit, but you can see the clarity of it. So this first picture is actually the scope on 6 power, so it's zoomed in pretty good actually already at 6 power, and you can see that it's a very good clarity there, and you can still see the reticle. So the first focal plane scopes, as you go down in zoom, the reticle also gets finer as well. So it is tough to see, but it's a lot easier to see through with the naked eye. So like I was explaining before, that is a challenge, can be a challenge. Now I bumped it up to about 12x, and the next photo shows the the plant. You can see the plant very clearly, and you can see the dead leaves there very clearly. But now the reticle is really starting to wash out there. It's tough to see in the picture. It's not that way again. It's not that way looking at it through with your naked eye. Now the next one, where capture a picture of it, but it's not very good. I'll put it up here. Again, these cameras have a really tough time dealing with a high magnification scope like this, and I've ran into this before. So you can see the reticle has gotten so it basically fills the whole screen now. You can still see the plants pretty well there. I did take some photos of our wood pile as well, Here's a picture of it on the 6X. Very, very nice. This is about 25 yards. And then the next one is at about 12. Still very good clarity. You can see the reticle fairly well in the picture. Now the next one actually turned out pretty good. It looks really fuzzy around the edge, but that's again the camera really distorting things. It doesn't look like that when you look through it, but you really get a good look at what the reticle looks like at full zoom, and some pretty good detail on that wood that I'm zoomed in on. So I think it's a fantastic scope. Like I said, I was using it on my Umarex Zelos, which is Zelos's new, or Umarex's new, kind of their flagship high-end PCP gun. Just came out this year, just recently, and I really wanted an excellent scope to put on there. I've been running this at 25 and 50 yards, and like I said, I'm shooting with heavier pellets. I'm shooting that Zelos at less than half an inch at 50 yards, almost every group. So really, really great shooting gun, and it deserved a great scope, and I think this is it. So I did have a different scope on there when I first got it because this hadn't come in yet, and I didn't like the way that one was working on there nearly as much as the way this one does. So there you go. That is my tabletop review for the Orion Pro Max 6-24 by 50. Very, very excellent scope. I was when I was told what they were going to be sending over and showing the picture of it, I was thinking it was going to be a $300 or $400 scope. This is under $200, and I think it's worth every penny of that. So really appreciate the chance to take a look at this Vector. They're going to be sending me over another product real soon from their Vict optics line, which is a Magnum Springer scope that they're going to let me take a look at. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.